Good morning, welcome back to another video, and today is another day of the Zero to Gold Cap Challenge. Now just stick around and enjoy the video. Okay, so today we are obviously heading off from yesterday's video, which is we are now farming to craft due to the fact of the lack of funds, as we only have around about 34 to 35k worth of gold in order to spend on certain different types of investments. So at this moment in time we will be farming to craft. This is for the Vial of the Sands, and we have been farming up this yesterday and yesterday evening for a little bit as well. Aside from that, let's have a look at what we've got. Now, for obvious reasons, I'm going to have to open up my guild bank because I've been placing it in there every time. So gold per hour wise does not matter at this moment in time. But what we do have is, however, we're going to add all of these into the bank at this moment in time, is quite a lot of different types of stuff. So what we've generally got at this moment in time is 86 pyrite ore. We have around about 700 elementium ore. We have 61 volatile air, and we also have 42 volatile fire, 49 volatile water, 231 volatile life, 25 albino cavefish, and 524 whiptail, along with 189 cinderbloom and 202 Ajara's Vial, as well as 34 volatile earth. Now this is a majority of the different types of things that we'll be having to gather to craft the Vial of the Sands mount, and so far at this moment in time we have got all the different types of materials that we need to craft 3 of the Vial of the Sands, because we're going to go for that, as the amount is currently worth around about 60,000 gold. I'm just rounding it up. About 60,000 gold for the Vial of the Sands mount, which is currently around about 180,000 gold. So obviously this is well worth our time to actually invest into crafting these 3 mounts and posting them on the auction house. Now, obviously, I'm farming to craft, so I go about this a completely different way, like an assembly line. So at this moment in time, we have managed from yesterday to get over the required amount for whiptail, which is 384 whiptail. We also need 192 Ajara's Vial, which we do have over the amount. And we also need 24 albino cavefish, which we have 25 of them. I quickly ran and did that farm because it didn't take that long to get hold of them, but I know cavefish. Little side note, for instance, when you're actually crafting the albino cavefish into deep stone oil, make sure that your alchemist is a potions master, as they have a chance of proccing an extra one for later use for crafting the Vial of the Sands, and then we can then reduce the cost over time for that amount, increasing our profits. So other than that, we currently have enough of the materials for cinderbloom, Ajara's Vial, whiptail, albino cavefish for 2 of the mounts, and at this moment in time it is more or less just a case of getting our cinderbloom up to scratch and making sure that we have 216 pyrite ore, as well as getting hold of 360 of the fire, water and air volatiles. The volatile life ones will come, it's just a matter of time, because obviously we're going to have to do a bit more farming. So I'm probably going to be doing a cinderbloom farm to make sure that we get that much volatile life. Aside from all of that, the other things of note that I would recommend for crafting this is, once we've actually done the initial build of creating these 3, we're going to then start optimizing it in order to gain more gold for our investment, so we don't have to farm as much, so to speak. So that would be the case of like using alchemists to create Pyrium bars, using elementium bars and or volatile earths. So that's hence why I'm saving these in the bank at this moment in time. Now overall we're doing pretty well. It's just a case of finishing this off for tomorrow. I'm pretty damn sure we'll be able to have all of this done by the following day. It's just a case of cracking down and getting on with it. And at this moment in time, for obvious reasons, crafting all of this stuff won't take that long and all of that jazz. Now, aside from that, what type of farm have I been doing today? I have been doing the Pyrite Ore Farm in Oldham, which is on the screen right now. Now, this one is a completely different route to the other one that I showed you the other day, which combines whiptail and pyrite ore. This one is just a supplementary farm, the first one, which I use to supplement our supply of demand for different types of things, because you get the pyrite, you get the elementium for the transmutes, you get the volatile earths, you get a few extra additional volatiles, whiptail and volatile life. So that multi-farm from yesterday is really handy. But if you want to farm up the raw material for elementium and pyrite, now this farm here is definitely one of the ones that you should be using. Now, currently as it stands, I'm set at DB min buyout for worth it, but the case is at this moment in time, even on the min buyout, it's 9,526 gold on Argent Dawn. So that means that the gold per hour for this actual farm is pretty damn bad because it's under 10k, but that means we are now going to be utilizing these ores in order to gather them up and then use them to craft something that's more expensive, and then we can sell that on for more gold than we would if we were doing the farms. Hence why we're farming to craft. I was talking to someone in our guild chat early this morning about farming to craft, and it is by far an easier way to get into crafting materials because you're literally going out and you're farming the materials yourself, which is very handy overall. Now, aside from that, I did do the Vortex Pinnacle, only for a little bit though. That is due to the fact that we had a nice little surprise when we were on my 5th run for the Vortex Pinnacle. And that is because it finally dropped for me. Ah! Drake of the North Winds actually dropped for me in the Vortex Pinnacle. You don't realise how much I farmed that dungeon for... You don't realise how much I farmed that dungeon for volatile air, and it never dropped. And finally, we actually have the Drake of the North Winds. So I'm pretty damn happy today. This has made my day, a mount that I've been trying to get for a while, and we now have it. So I'm pretty happy overall. So come with that, this is by far something that has made my day quite a lot, and I'm pretty damn happy overall. It's well worth made my day. Obviously, if you're constantly doing a farm over and over again and you don't see the result, then for obvious reasons I'm pretty damn happy that I actually have the mount, so to speak. Now, that being the case, I am currently going to be finishing off the last of the stuff. So tomorrow we'll be crafting our Vial of the Sands, and we will most likely start trying to sell these on the auction house, and in the meantime we'll get into other different types of things. Aside from that, let's get into the gold for the day. Okay, so the gold for the day is going to be a little bit less because I have neglected our repostings. So for obvious reasons, I don't feel that we'll be selling that much gold. We've only got 1,000 gold for the day. Basically, I have been reposting, but not till later because I want to just get these materials farmed up and set up. So nothing really of note, just an extra 1,052 gold. It was mainly just Frostweave Cloth and Tomes of the Quiet Mind, along with the Dreadmore Battle Pet for like 119 gold. So not overly that amazing for the day. We can probably consider that as a lull day, so to speak. Now, due to what I was saying the other day when it came to the Disenchanting tab for the Silkweave Epaulets, basically what is going on here is when you actually craft these into ley light shards, you can actually craft them into this. This is Arcana. And when you do this in your enchanting, you can get Bloods of Sargeras. Another way to optimize your gold is by still using the Blood Trader, and you can then see which things are selling for the most and then buying those. So you could probably get a load more Leylight shards or Arknar, and then optimizing that by then buying more of these with those bloods of Sargeras. So for obvious reasons, you can increase the amount of gold when you're actually doing this. For every blood of Sargeras, you get another 10 of these Arknar, which means on my realm the market value is 11 gold, so that's an extra 110 gold for every blood of Sargeras from disenchanting all of those epaulets. So it's just a nice little way to boost the amount of gold you're doing. Aside from all of that, we're seemingly doing quite well. We've just got a couple sales for tomorrow's video, which is the Ember Silk Cloth. They are 200 to 200 stacks, 200 for 484 gold, so not too bad if I do say so myself. And we've currently got a posted auctions of 144,000 gold, and they're pretty just all of the stuff that we've been farming up. So for obvious reasons, we're going to be trying to sell this on, as well as I crafted a load of potions of treasure finding, hence why some of our gold went down yesterday, because I actually invested in crafting those. I just neglected to specify that yesterday, so hence what I've done. But other than that, guys, another few things that I would like to mention is the guild on Argent Dawn. Thank you for everyone that wanted to help and was helping, telling me how to add my alts to my guild. Either way, it got done, and thank you, dude, for helping me out with doing that. Aside from that, if you do want to join the guild, and you're more than welcome to just chat and do that jazz on Argent Dawn EU, just bung us a message on Discord and I'll be happy to add you. Aside from all of that, guys, I'm going to get crack-lacking on the farming. We can definitely get this done for tomorrow. I'm pretty damn confident of it. But other than that, I would recommend that we are doing very well on the fundraiser for the RSPCA. Obviously, our goal is £300, so if you can either spare anything of at least a quid, then please do. The link is down in the description down below. Aside from that, have a wonderful rest of the day, and I shall see you on the next video, which will be tomorrow. Have an awesome day, guys. I shall see you soon.
Yeah.